Welcome to Podcast Awesome, where we chat about icons, design, tech, business, and nerdery with members of the Fun Awesome team. Well, I'd say this episode is in the nerdery category, as we're going to jump headlong into some early 2000s meme archaeology. Today, we'll be diving into the VHS glitchy time capsule of Fensler Films' GI Joe PSAs. If you've ever heard somebody yell, "Pork chop sandwiches!"
You're not cooking. Yeah, dude.
Pork chop sandwiches.
Or, "Hey kid, I'm a computer." At a party or something? This one's for you. It's about to get weird.
Hey kid.
What?
I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading.
Once upon a time in the 1980s, at the end of every episode of the GI Joe cartoon, there was a kind of wholesome public service announcement that was also kind of awkward. You know the kind. A kid nearly drowns and suddenly the shipwreck character shows up to explain how swimming works. It's pretty classic stuff for a PSA. But in 2003, a Chicago-based film editor named Eric Fensler decided to mess with the PSAs. And the result is pretty awesome. He chopped up the audio and dub in his own voiceovers, and the result was super weird and non-sequitur, just total absurdity. And suddenly, instead of, "Hey kids, don't ever play with electrical wires," you'd get something like,
"Oh man, check out that thing, man.
What do you want to do with it?
Let's launch over it."
Who wants a body massage?
you have to see it to know what I'm talking about. So in the Wild West of dial-up, it was one of the weirdest and most funny things my friends and I had ever seen. So as weird as these were, why did they hit like they did? Okay, so imagine this. It's the early 2000s, and hey, youngsters, YouTube wasn't even a thing yet. And broadband was a luxury. Maybe you had a friend who hands you a burned CDR labeled with something that's scrawled on the top of it with a Sharpie pen. And that, kids, is how content went viral in those days. It was basically underground bootleg art. So the way I see it is Fensler's PSAs were basically proto-memes. It's like the original shit posting.
In internet culture, shitposting or trash posting is the act of using an online forum or social media page to post content that is of aggressively, ironically, and trollishly poor quality. Shitposts are generally intentionally designed to derail discussions or cause the biggest reaction with the least effort.
Speaking of which, Sam Grezis, hopefully I'm saying that right, wrote in Polygon where he draws a parallel between shitposting and Dadaism, describing both as masters of the "what did I just watch" genre. He likens these deliberately confusing context-free creations to revolutionary art. Like it's absurd on purpose and somehow politically spicy because of it. I don't know.
Professor Hans Richter.
I don't have to explain Dada. You all know what Dada is. But it was created as a movement of protest in Zurich. Protest not only in the world of art, but also in the world of politics.
According to Grezis, the true aim of shitposting isn't clarity or coherence. It's to leave the audience so baffled by the lack of meaning that they can't help but laugh or smile or figure out what you're going to do with your hands, nervously wondering if you missed a very inside joke, which you didn't.
My God, did that smell good?
Detect it. This is no going, and you tell me do things. I done running.
GI Joe PSAs could probably be put into that same kind of category. They were short, surprising, absurd, shareable, on a ripped DVD, of course, and gloriously low res. In a pre-social media world, these clips trained our collective brain for absurdist internet humor that was going to come in the future. And I kind of see the GI Joe PSAs paving the way for stuff like Badger Badger Mushroom, or Homestar Runner.
It's the email. What? The email. Hey, Strong Bad, you like techno at all?
And even the Tim and Eric stuff.
Everybody's talking about Totinos, hot pizza rolls, and burritos.
Thank you.
So fast forward 20 years and the GI Joe PSAs are still quoted. I mean, at least by me and my friends. And they've been remixed, parodied, referenced in shows like Robot Chicken, and even acknowledged by Hasbro, the toy company itself. So like all gonzo, weirdo, absurdist comedy, it's hard to really know why these catch on and why this caught on like it did. Maybe it's the clean-cut animation meets the chaotic nonsense, or that they were super rewatchable because the more you watched them, the funnier they got, and the voice acting was pretty great too. What may not compute with the young folk, I mean at least folks under 30, is that Fensler didn't profit off these at all. They weren't tied to ads. It was good old-fashioned internet joy, just because. And unsurprisingly, Eric Fensler went on to work with Tim Heidecker and Eric Wareheim.
They're premium. Come on in, buy $35.50 for $40.
Oh, lay an egg. Go to Tim's discount prices. Our $6.99s are down to $2.99.
Tim buys his prices from China. Mine are real, American made.
Who wants to pay a premium for pricing?
And even helped create Adult Swim promos. Makes sense. From
Nice catch, Blanco Nino. But too bad your ass got sad.
to actual TV. Nice work, Mr. Fensler. Okay, so if we zoom out a little bit, in an era obsessed with algorithmic perfection and virality formulas, the GI Joe PSAs are a reminder that pure creative chaos that just hits an entertainment sweet spot that an algorithm just can't reproduce. And remember, there was nothing optimized about these videos at all. They were just sort of accidental internet magic. So the next time you hear somebody say
Pork chop sandwiches
in sort of a reverent tone, now you know. And knowing's half the battle.
Mr. Bottom Massage Machine. Go.
What the hell?
Bottom massage.
G.I. Joe!
This has been another oddball episode of Podcast Awesome in video form. We like to do these once in a while. Just talking about nerdery and stuff that's entertaining just because it's fun. And I, Matt Johnson, have been your host today, and I am the producer and editor of these podcasts. And when it comes to the video podcasts, we get a little extra help from Mr. Isaac Chase. Thank you, Isaac, for that. And the Podcast Awesome theme song was composed by Ronnie Martin. The music interstitials were done by Zach Malm, and audio mastering was done by Chris Enns at Lemon Productions.